We're very competitive people. We love to compete, whether it's on the basketball court or if it's out here. I think it just adds a fun element to golf.
Where Caitlin Clark notched the first triple-double ever by a WNBA rookie and the first in Fever franchise history.
Time with an endorsement deal. The Associated Press says Clark will soon be signing an 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike.
Did you know Caitlin Clark was playing on boys' teams until 6th grade? Her dad saw her talent and put her there to face tougher competition. That's crazy! Imagine little Caitlin going up against boys twice her size and still crushing it. No wonder she's a beast on the court now. You think Caitlin Clark's story starts with her first college game? Think again. This basketball phenom's journey began way before she ever stepped foot on Iowa's court. Picture this, a young Caitlin, barely tall enough to reach the hoop, already showing signs of greatness in her backyard. But here's where it gets interesting. Caitlin wasn't just playing against other girls her age. Nope, her dad had bigger plans. He saw something special in his daughter and decided she needed tougher competition. So what did he do? He put her on the boys' team. That's right, Caitlin was holding her own against the boys until 6th. Now you might be thinking, sure, she's got talent, but where does it come from? Well, let me introduce you to the first part of Caitlin's secret weapon, her athletic family. We're talking serious sports DNA here. Her dad, Brent, he wasn't just any old coach. He was Caitlin's first basketball mentor, recognizing her potential early on. But it doesn't stop there. Caitlin's older brother, Blake, he's a 2-time state football champion who went on to play at Iowa State. And her grandfather, he was a football coach. This family breathes, eats, and sleeps sport. You know how some families gather around the dinner table to talk about their day? The Clarks were probably discussing game strategies and workout routines. It's like Caitlin was born into a personal sports academy. But here's the thing, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Having a family of athletes means high expectations. Caitlin's brothers, they weren't just cheerleaders on the sidelines. They were her toughest critics and fiercest competitors. Imagine trying to impress older brothers who've already got championships under their belts. Talk about pressure. But Caitlin didn't crack. No, she thrived. All that competition at home, it just made her stronger. In her own words, it was super special in my development. I thought I'm a girl, I can hold my own. That's the kind of confidence you get when you've been battling it out in your backyard since you could walk. This family atmosphere filled with sports and competition, it's like a secret ingredient in Caitlin's success recipe. It shaped her work ethic, her competitive spirit, her never give up attitude. When you grow up in a family where everyone's pushing to be their best, it becomes second nature. But here's where it gets really interesting. You might think, okay, she's got the genes, she's got the family support. That explains everything, right? Wrong. There's more to Caitlin Clark's story than just good DNA. All right, let's talk about Caitlin Clark's college career. This isn't just any story. It's a record-breaking, jaw-dropping journey that's rewriting the history books. Remember those 3-pointers I mentioned? Well, Clark didn't just make a few. She sank 201 of them in a single NCAA season. That's not a typo, 201. Think about that for a second. Most players dream of hitting 100 threes in a season. Clark doubled that and then some. But wait, there's more. Triple doubles? Clark's got them in spades. She racked up 17 of them during her college career. That puts her second in NCAA basketball history, not just for women, but for men too. We're talking about a player who can score, assist, and rebound like it's no big deal. Now, you might be thinking, sure, she's good, but college is different from the pros, and you'd be right. The transition to the WNBA isn't always smooth sailing. Just ask Diana Taurasi, one of the greatest to ever play the game. She's been watching Clark's rise with a critical eye. Taurasi and other established stars have raised questions about how Clark's success will translate to the league. It's not just about skill, it's about adapting to a whole new level of play. The competition is fierce, and not everyone makes it. But here's the thing about Caitlin Clark. She thrives on challenges. Remember how she used to play against the boys? That competitive spirit didn't go away. If anything, it's gotten stronger. This brings us to the second part of Clark's secret weapon, her relentless determination. We're not just talking about on-court hustle. This is a whole different level of commitment. Picture this, you're playing Division I basketball at the highest level. You're breaking records left and right. The pressure is intense. The spotlight is always on you. How do you think your grades would look? For most people, academics might take a back seat, but not for Clark. She maintained a 3.64 GPA while dominating on the court. That's like playing 2 games at once and winning both. This isn't just about being smart, it's about discipline, time management, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Clark isn't content with being the best on the court. She wants to be the best, period. Think about what that means for her future in the WNBA. This is a player who's used to juggling multiple high-pressure responsibilities. She's not just prepared for the physical demands of pro basketball, she's mentally tough as nails. And let's be real, that mental toughness is going to be crucial. The WNBA isn't just a step up in terms of competition, it's a whole new world of media scrutiny, fan expectations, and professional pressures. But if there's one thing Caitlin Clark has proven, it's that she rises to the occasion. Every time someone has doubted her, every time a new challenge has appeared, she's not just met expectations, she's shattered them. Remember those 201 three-pointers? That wasn't just luck or raw talent, that was hours upon hours of practice, fine-tuning her shot until it was perfect. Those 17 triple-doubles, that's the result of a player who's always thinking 3 steps ahead, always looking for ways to impact the game. And that 3.64 GPA, that's the mark of someone who understands that greatness isn't confined to the basketball court. It's a mindset, a way of approaching every aspect of life with the same intensity and focus. You think you know Caitlin Clark? Think again. This basketball phenom's got some hidden talents that'll make your jaw drop. Picture this, Clark, the unstoppable force on the court, trading her basketball for a golf club? That's right, Clark's been swinging clubs since she was just 6 years old, but this isn't just some casual hobby. Nope, it's part of her secret sauce. Golfing isn't just about hitting a tiny ball into a hole. It's a mental game, folks. Every swing, every putt, it's all about focus and precision. Sound familiar? That's because it's exactly what Clark brings to the basketball court. But wait, there's more. When she's not sinking threes or teeing off, you might find Clark in the kitchen. Yeah, you heard that right. Our basketball superstar loves to bake, her specialty brownies. Now, you might be thinking, what's baking got to do with basketball? Well, let me tell you, baking is all about precision, patience, and following through. Ring any bells? It's the same stuff that makes Clark a beast on the court. These hobbies aren't just for fun. They're Clark's secret weapons for staying cool under pressure. Think about it. When the game's on the line and everyone's watching, Clark's got the focus of a golfer lining up a crucial putt and the patience of a baker waiting for that perfect rise. It's no wonder she's so clutch when it matters most. Now let's talk about impact. Clark isn't just changing the game, she's changing how people watch it. Remember that NCAA championship game? A whopping 18.7 million people tuned in. That's not just a record for women's basketball, that's a record for any college basketball game, men's or women's, in the last 30 years. Clark isn't just playing the game, she's revolutionizing it. But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark's not just a player, she's a phenomenon. She's got 2.4 million Instagram followers hanging on her every post. That's more than some NBA stars. And brands, they're lining up to work with her. We're talking major endorsements here, folks. And then there's the Nike deal. Brace yourselves, because this is huge. Clark just signed a $28 million contract with Nike. That's not just big, it's groundbreaking. We're talking about the richest shoe deal for a women's basketball player in history. Clark isn't just playing in the big leagues, she's redefining them. But here's the real kicker. Clark's biggest impact isn't just on the court or in her bank account, it's in the hearts of her fans. She's not just a player, she's an inspiration. Young girls are picking up basketballs because of her. They're dreaming bigger because Clark showed them it's possible. This is the final piece of Clark's secret weapon, her ability to connect. She's not just a star, she's relatable. When fans see Clark baking brownies or playing golf, they see a real person. Someone who works hard, has fun, and never gives up. That's why people love her. That's why they tune in to watch her play. That's why brands want to work with her.